Hello, everybody, and welcome to Scorpio in Libra season. Thanks so much for joining me here, Conscious Medium Brandon Ross. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also consider becoming a member and see all of the really cool stuff that I've got that are here in giveaways. I've got this really cool frame. I also have this really cool package to give away. That includes our smudge spray. By the way, I'm going to randomly pick some people to receive that as well. But also the Flower of Life. It's actually one of the decks that I'm going to feature here today. Also Prosperity. What a great candle. Tiger's Eye. And by the way, you also get another Emulet necklace as well with a Tiger's Eye in it, a Libra bracelet, some more smudge, everything that you need. Oh my gosh, guys, how cool is this? And oh, by the way, if you want to get my t-shirt, you know, the one that I'm usually wearing, sorry I wore it in the other ones, you can go ahead and like and subscribe and find out more information about that. But let's really kind of get to where we need to go here with the entire thing with Scorpio. And by the way, those of you that have never tuned into this before, thank you, welcome. Stick around, you're going to share this with your Scorpio friends. We take a look at the astrology a little bit, and then we also talk about the effects of how things are going to come out in the tarot reading. This is a tarot reading, guys, and then we always open up our spaces. We bring in our bright light, and we ask our guides to connect with one another as we ask for the messages to come through that we hope to receive. And we do this work in light, love, and laughter, so we can become the best version of ourselves and all the work we are meant to do. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do this work here today, because this is what I'm meant to do for the greater good and the light of the world. We always clear our space. We always thank our guides. We bring in Archangel Michael and all of that other good stuff. And just to let you know, I got a whole bunch of really cool stuff here. If you have caught this before, you know that I'm a little bit of a... Oh, look at this. How about if we do a little background music? That's so not Scorpio, by the way. Well, that's not true. Actually, Scorpios are really kind of go with the flow. But I've got a soundboard here. I'm going to have a great time with it. We're going to be using 3 different decks. We're going to use the old reliable. We're going to be dealing with, you know, of course, the Rider-Waite Tarot. And to give it a little shuffle, because I know you guys like to look at things from week over week and time over time and go like, he just didn't even shuffle. Well, we're all human, right? By the way, the correct number of ways to shuffle tarot is until you feel comfortable enough that they are mixed up and the spirit guides you and directs you into it. You want to learn some more tips and tricks of the trade when it comes to tarot? Well, you should join my tarot class. It's coming up. It's going to be starting on November 7th. It's a Monday night class. So convenient. It's so out of the way. You can make all the classes. It's 6 weeks. We do practicals. We do readings. We understand how they all come together. So, now a little bit about what you're about to experience here, Scorpio. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to be talking about our mind, our body, and our spirit, our spiritual path. And, of course, here in the center, it's going to be an overarching thing. So here we go. Oh, somebody's already chiming in. Oh, yeah. Listen, in your mind, right? This is your mindset. This is where you're going. By the way, mental health still comes in under physical. But they all kind of tie together. Your mindset is really about the greater good. You can see the big picture, Scorpio. You don't get hung up on the small stuff, do you? Oh, no. How about this? Are you kidding me? Did I even bother shuffling? You've got the sun there. How great is that? Your sun is showing up and your sun is shining. You are absolutely coming through here. You are a clear mind and body. You got your birthday time coming up. You see the Libra and you kind of get a little excited, don't you? You get a little bit kind of like, oh, yeah, there you go. And by the way, let's go, hey, how are we doing here? We're doing okay? You're all kind of following. Yeah, okay. All right, so far so good. So far so good. Love you guys in the back. All right, let's take a look at mine. Oh, yeah, Ace of Cups. New stuff coming. You're all about abundance. You're all about kind of coming in. But this is your time. As much as this is Libra season, Scorpios are just kind of like, yeah, Libra before, and it's just a semantic for you guys. You're just like, okay, we're waiting our turn, right? There you go. And then, but we've got a little bit of loss here. You've got some mental anguish where you just had to kind of let some stuff go. And by the way, anytime our cups come up, we do a little smooch. Thank you very much. As a water sign, you know you've got a double water thing in your head. You've been trying to take care of people. You've been trying to manage people. You've been trying to wish for the best. Sometimes you just got to let it go and let them do what they got to do, right? You're this strong creative energy, and there's only so much you can do. By the way, mentally, you are so sure of this, and you are just, you know, spreading your sunshine all over the place, aren't you? Spread sunshine all over the place, 'cause you are a Scorpio. Here we go. How about, what is up with this? Boy, I'm mixing as we go here, and sure enough, here on the mind, body, spirit, you are definitely about cutting things loose. That's okay. It's all good. One of the dynamics in which you are so good at what you do is you set the tone, Scorpio, right? It's not even so much about preachy, although here we go with this one. Then the Hierophant comes out. You got a double 5 here. This is about change. You're in a new spiritual direction, and that's okay. By the way, if nobody understands it, doesn't matter. It's your path. If you're feeling like you're like resisting it, but you're like, I just got to change, I don't know why, just go with it. You've got a higher calling right out of the gate here mentally. Like you're connected in a way that that's how you have to roll. Mentally, you're kind of in this the mind body part of this. The body part of it is, maybe this is about you taking a step back and being like, I can't do it all anymore. Like you've got enough. What do you need more for? You've got double cups here, which is all water, guys, right? And then you've got this conflict thing with the swords. And by the way, let's just have a little fun with the swords here for a second, right? It's a battle for you, right? These fun kind of air signs kind of come in and they're like, hey, how about if we do this? An Aquarian shows up, a Libra shows up. You're in Libra season. Of course you're in a position where you're minimizing it. To me, these two cards right here are about minimizing where you're at and where you need to go. You're just fine-tuning it. And of course the Hierophant's talking about the right thing. Double 5, 55 equals 10. Here's a 10 of cups. Can I get an amen for this? Huh?
Wow, that's amazing.
It sure is. Here we go. And what's going to come over it? Oh, this is about new partnerships. This is about you connecting the dots. And it's kind of going back to your old partnerships. It's actually looking at it from the standpoint of, this is all I need. I'm happy with what I have. Because you'll also notice that the Two of Pentacles, and by the way, can I get an amen for a little coin action there? Right? So the Pentacles are going to actually talk about this. This is one of the soulmate cards. This is about maybe doing something with your better half. Maybe this is something about, maybe you've got this new spiritual journey with your better half. That's an awesome thing for you, Scorpio, because you're super loyal. You're super on your way to take care of the things that you need to take care of. And this spread is no different for you. Holy Toledo. And by the way, the Aries full moon here in Libra, it's kind of a pain in the neck for you. But I think it kind of speaks to what's going on in particular with the swords, with the 5 of swords. By the way, I'm shuffling off the Gilded Tarot. We're going to talk about that here in a second. By the way, if you like any of these decks, just go ahead and look in the links below. You can go and just order them directly. Yeah, I get a little bit of a thank you, Brandon, for coming, but it keeps channels like this open, free, or you can become a member and get all the extra stuff behind the scenes. I'm doing a message circle here in a couple of weeks. So if you hurry up and get in there now, you can be a part of it. It's free. I come to everybody. Everybody gets a reading. How do you do that with all your members? I'm a growing community. All right. So Scorpio, looking good so far. Looking great so far, actually. This is your time of the year. Don't let it fool you. Don't let it fool you. This is not about acting judgment, right? All right, here we go. Could you be any more spiritual? The Moon card comes out. This is also uncovering your mind. It's an expansion of your mind. It's always been there. It's time to deal with it. And how great is this? Then you get the Libra card. Libra in Libra. For you, Scorpio. So this is about your mental balance, right? Where your mindset is. You're balanced. You're like, I'm not going to do too much. I'm not going to do too little. Mwah, chef's kiss. I'm going to make sure that it's right, right? All right, so your mind and your body. Let's see what we're doing here. Wow, this is really great. King of Cups. You got nothing but cups up here. So you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have where your head's at, where your body's at, right? Overall, it's a good thing. There might be some hard work here. You got the 8 of Pentacles. You're a little bit of a manifester. You may be manifesting kind of that safe space that you've been craving your entire life. Now's your time. Boy, I love this reading for you, Scorpio. Now, let's take a look at the spiritual side of things, right? Oh, gosh, here we go. Oh, we've got the Emperor on top of the Hierophant. So you go 5, 5, and then 4. Not reading too much into the numerology here. Just want to point it out. So the Emperor comes in, and the Emperor really kind of doubles down with you being a spiritual leader. You're a spiritual leader. You're a spiritual badass. It's how you're meant to do it, right? And it's how you're supposed to grow, right? Let's go on top of this. A little bit of the FOMO, though. You feel like maybe if you've got to cut things out, and again, it's for your mental well-being. It's so then you kind of, you may say, hey, listen, I'm missing out on this, but it's a discernment card too. The Four of Cups is one of those that, like, you feel like you're missing out. You're being offered things, but you can't quite reach them. It's the dog without the bone. It's a dog with bone, rather, where it's like, if I give up one thing, I'm going to have to get another. And it's created like instead of a symbiotic relationship, it's more of an adversarial relationship in our mind in how we look at things. Well, in this case, what this really is you got to let stuff go. You're talking about letting stuff go. You're talking about becoming into balance. Are you kidding me, Scorpio? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's take a look at the center here. Oh, here. What I just talked to you guys about working with your soulmate. There's the Lover's card. It's really the choice. You're going to be making choices. You're definitely homebound. The water signs tend to be a little bit more homebound, right? We just are. We just don't like that. I mean, not as much as, say, a Capricorn on a rainy day. I'm just picking on you, Cappy. But if you're really watching this, like and subscribe and comment below. But the Lover's card is really about choice. It's about how you want to kind of go about it. And your sunny disposition, every little thing is going to be all right. That's pretty fantastic. I mean, I don't know how else to really kind of talk about this aside from the fact that you guys are absolutely, positively nailing it. Now, one of my featured card decks here is absolutely the Flower of Life. I love this because it gives you symbiotic meaning. It's a nice recap. I'm going to read from this card, and then we're going to do a little meditation. Scorpio, I got to tell you, I really like where you're going. Freedom. I'm going to hold it here so you can screenshot it, read it for yourself. Now I'm going to read it aloud. Let's talk about how powerful you are, Scorpio. This card is about freedom. Liberate yourself from the manifestations of the past. That's also letting go of some illusions. Now, do you see how this entire setup made sense? Your Five of Cups, your Five of Swords. Let it go. Do what's right for you. We often call these manifestations of the past tradition. Throw open the cupboard doors to reveal the skeletons and release the crystallized views of your ancestors that have manifested as your genes. You're doing a lot of healing here. Your genes are threads of reality formed by the power of your ancestors through thoughts and feelings. Let us say thank you and thank you again to all that have come before us for their creations, for all that have lived, and how you got here. For in doing so, they gave you options and brought you to where you are now, when you were born, when you arrived, and the vibration of all of the generation before you wanted. You are the manifestation and the expanded of the previous generation. Each generation's job is to expand even more on the sheer beauty and the joy of it. That's why that's why your mind is so clear. You're balanced. You know who you are. You've done this work. This is just a reminder. You broke some ancestral stuff here. Yeah, physically, okay. We all got dings in the fender. Here we go. Somehow we allowed ourselves to become living statuses, reenacting the experiences of the past, and we often become victim to it. Sometimes we do care too much. And by the way, Scorpio, that's kind of your Achilles. Your genes are a blueprint formed by the past to bring you to a place to start when you arrived. Your genes did not decide anything. You do. Liberate yourself and become who you know you are meant to be, because you, Scorpio, are powerful. All right, Scorpio, we're going to do a little bit of a meditation and bring us through this right now. We're going to bring in our bright light. We're going to ask our guides to connect with us as we take a simple, gentle, deep breath in. And we reflect upon this reading, this time for us. And we recognize that we are of strong mental capacity. Our mental health is amazing. We also recognize that we are the summary of our path. We are amazing. We are unique. We also understand the reality of our circumstances, which make us so unique, so special. We're so busy helping others that this is a time for us to help ourselves. We often say, let's just get rid of or let go of what doesn't serve us. But you're doing it for purpose. You're doing it for a greater good. You're doing it in a way that serves you. More importantly, it serves your spirit and your soul. What a fantastic reading. Nothing but joy to you, Scorpio. Nothing but joy. You guys are amazing, and I love that you're part of this channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. I want to be able to send this stuff to you. Yes, what would you do with a Libra plaque? I'll tell you, give it to a Libra friend. By the way, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and share it with your friends, family, and oh, by the way, fellow Scorpios, they might need to hear this. Don't be afraid to share it. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to give you all the heart tap and remind one another to simply keep going. Thanks again, guys.